Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Oh, wow. I so wish I would have done a podcast yesterday because it would have been the 111th episode of Herb Oracle on November 11th, the 11/11 portal. But apparently I'm not that cool. What's up? I'm back. I didn't hit that beautiful numerological event that could have happened, but that's still pretty cool. So yesterday was November 11th. What's up? This year is just cruising on by. Today is the 111th podcast for Herb Oracle, and I'm back. I literally have been gone for exactly 1 week. Like, I took a week off, you guys. I just pushed pause on my life. Like, there's my normal life, there's the pause button, I pushed pause, and yeah, I went away for a week. I'm telling everybody I went to the Bahamas, just to rejuvenate and kind of like read some books and really just reset myself. But if you know me, in actuality, I just went to my mom's house. It's 10 minutes away. I just went to my mom's house that's 10 minutes away to be her nursemaid. She got shoulder surgery. It was awful for her for the first few days, and I was so glad to be there. I don't know how she would have done it without having someone to assist her. So that is no joke to have done to you. Honestly, I could still be there helping her. And of course, part of me wishes that I was, although my kids were getting like so homesick kind of. And so anyways, it's just so tough, to juggle and be there for everybody. And anyways, so I had a good laugh while I was at my mom's house, a little bit. It wasn't like a real laugh, but it was kind of cool. I don't think it was even a laugh, but it was like a really cool synchronicity. The very last podcast that I did before I left, what did I title it? Like, be okay with imperfections or be at peace with imperfections. So that was kind of the topic, imperfections. And while I was listening to Spotify, shout out to Spotify, not a sponsor yet, I came across this Celine Dion song, her new one, that is called Imperfections. So anyways, actually, I think I saw it on Facebook. I think the Oprah magazine or whatever had a sponsored ad. There was an article about this song because in the song, like throughout the music video, she starts taking off her makeup, and then at the very end, the last clip, the last scene, she's just staring the camera straight on without any makeup on and being super real. So anyways, I am not a Celine Dion fan. Well, I wasn't, but I am now. Oh, I'm a fan now. Celine Dion is my spirit animal. She spoke right to my soul, and it was just so cool that I'd ended with that podcast about imperfections, and within a week, a song called Imperfections found me and resonated with me so deeply. So if you haven't checked out her new song yet, do it. It's so good. It's like a sad song, so you're like, it's so good. As you're crying and admitting to yourself that you hide scars, and she says in the song, like I can't love you until I love me. I can't trust you until I trust me. Hello. I even did a whole podcast about the fact that I didn't trust myself, So it was really beautiful. And also in the song, she says, I can't hold your heart while I'm fixing mine. It just was a really honest song. Like, basically, like, I gotta deal with my own stuff going on here, I need to fix me before I can help you. So it was a great song for me. I have a lot of great songs on my Spotify, because I got songs like if I'm feeling like I need to be a badass woman, I can tap into that playlist. If I need to be sad, I got that one. If I need happy, pick me up, powerful. But this week I've been like, I really don't want to listen to any more love songs. I'm really just done with love songs. So I need to create a new playlist where it's just like, can we just quit focusing on romantic love a little bit and actually work on ourselves? And that, to me, is what that song Imperfections totally talked about. So I'm back. I took a week off. It felt really, really good to have quiet time, to have sitting time, to have couch time. I read 2 books. Like, it was a staycation. I took a staycation with my mom, and it was good because, like, now I'm back and I feel a little bit recharged. I did a live stream last night for the 11/11 portal. I'll probably put that up on my YouTube if I can be patient enough. It's really long. Maybe I'll break it up into 2 parts. But it was good. I pulled cards for people, and it was really fun. And yeah, it's really fun. So take a break. Take a week off. Just push pause, man. Just push pause on your life and notice that, like, it was okay. That was the really cool thing. Like, I pushed pause and then I stepped right back into my life, basically where I left it. And it was nothing, it was like, it was fine. I can do that. Thank God I can do that. Like, for my mom, thank God I can do that. So anyways, we left a week ago we were talking about the law of, what did we talk about? Oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't even write down my notes. We left with the law of service, and I'm looking at my notebook here. What a bad girl. I didn't even write down my notes. But it was the law of service. I don't know. Do you remember it? It's basically like bringing in light. I'm just trying to scan the paragraph, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, go back to the last episode if you want to read about the law of service. Basically, I'm assuming service to humanity. And, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyways, today we're doing the law of sex. Who cares? Who cares about the law of service? Today we're doing the law of sex. And then I'm going to have to write notes for 2 laws because I don't want to quit now with my little notebook. I've got all the laws in this tiny little notebook from Dollar Tree. We started this on June 19th, I can see. And now we're into November. And we're on the 87th law, the law of sex. So on that note, remember, it is November. It's November, and you can say no, kids. You can say no to anything. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing this month. Just saying no to everything. So before I jump to like perverted conclusions on what the law of sex is, I'm just going to read it. And then I pulled out the Oracle of the Essences. It's a oracle deck by Monica the Enchantress, who lives in Australia. And these are all about essential oils, the essences like that. So they're really beautiful cards, and I feel like I haven't used them in a while. A lot of the cards are very, very, there's a lot of feminine, beautiful cards. There's a lot of beautiful men. There is a lot of energy in these cards. So that's why I want to work with that deck today as we talk about 87, the 87th law that we are discussing here on Herb Oracle, the law of sex. This is the term applied to the force which brings about the physical merging of the 2 poles in connection with the animal kingdom and of man, viewing him as responsive to the call of his or her animal nature. It concerns itself with the dew guarding, excuse me, I'm breaking down here during the law of sex. The law of sex concerns itself with the due guarding of the form in this particular cycle and its perpetuation. It is only powerful during the period of the duality of the sexes and their separation, and in the case of man, will be offset by a higher expression of the law when man is again androgynous. Period. The end. So that is 87, the law of sex. It's a term applied to the force that brings about the physical merging of the two poles in connection with the animal kingdom. It's all about our response of our call to animal nature, right? So it really is like about perpetuation, I guess, of the species. It's only powerful while we're in this state of duality, though. So apparently we're going to graduate the law of sex, and it will be offset by a higher expression of the law when we are again androgynous. So that's funny to me because my bestie, Asiel the Oracle, is convinced that he and I are part of like the third race of androgynous beings, by the way that we look and act and are. We're pretty like, some of our pictures, like, he is so beautiful. And like he's beautiful, feminine and masculine, and I am so strong. I am masculine and feminine, and it's just kind of interesting now when I see androgynous because like I see it in myself all the time. Like I have the perfect body form to be described as androgynous, depending on which way you look at me. I could be either one. I could wake up tomorrow sprouting a penis and I'd be like, oh, there's my dick. Because I'm so muscular and lean and strong. And I have really strong looking features, my face. And yeah, I'm pretty androgynous in my own way. So anyways, that's the law of sex. Not as exciting as we thought it was going to be. We waited a week for that. Yeah, let that be a lesson to you. You waited a week for that. All right, so we're gonna shuffle this deck. I don't know if we'll need another one. We'll see what it has to say about androgynous and the law of sex and our primal animal call. But like I can tell you on a personal level, I feel myself getting out, even maybe before your very eyes, if you've been following this podcast, I feel myself getting out of that animalistic need to perpetuate the species, because I ain't going to help perpetuate the species anymore. My tubes are tied. I am done having babies. So, like, truly, I don't need to use that as a reason anymore. But like, it's more than just like connecting those polarities now. Like, I think sex should be used as a spiritual means, and helping take you to that higher place, those higher vibrations. And yeah, those moments of realization where, cause like, the law of sex didn't say any of all this, but I'm gonna, like, when you have an orgasm, it's so good for you, like on a physical level, probably a circulatory level, a muscular level, an emotional level, but also a spiritual level. Like literally, like when I have orgasms, I literally feel myself downloading information, downloading love, downloading light, and at the same time putting it back out into the universe. Like I think I would have to say we should always make, orgasms a priority in our life. So anyways, if you can connect with another human being who's on the same level as you with that, good luck. I think that's what they were saying about, what was it say? Offset by a higher expression of the law. So yeah, the lower expression of the law would be like perpetuation of the species, our animalistic nature. But as you step into that higher expression of the law of sex, you step out of these maybe character roles that you once thought was you, and you step into this more androgynous energy, And yeah, that's where we're maybe all headed. So I don't know. Thoughts on that? Let's get some tea. The modest maiden in me is like stops it right there. She's like, okay, honey, that was enough. Now it's time for us to go get a cup of tea and shut the fuck up. All right. So I'm looking at the guidebook here from the Oracle of the Essences. And there's a chakra blend. There's a chakra blend spread. It's 7 cards. It's an advanced spread, you guys. This blend is a bit more involved, including a specific aspects of your life. So there's 7 cards that we're going to pull, and they each relate to the chakras. And, you know, this could actually be really cool to do because I was just talking about orgasms, and don't you think like an orgasm is like almost like a tuning fork for your chakras, right? Like if your chakras are not in alignment, you feel like maybe you need to clear some energy. Hello, go have an orgasm. Like just excuse yourself right now and go to the bathroom and treat yourself to one. Like it would be so good for you. So let's do a chakra spread today, shall we? We can it says, please refer to each aspect of your life, which is in the position of the card, and then proceed to read the particular essence and how it relates to each aspect. How many more times am I going to clear my throat in your ear? I'm so sorry. So there's 7 cards. There's 4 across the top row and then 3 on the bottom. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra, and then on the bottom it would be throat, third eye, and crown chakra. Okay, so it took me a minute there because she has like the description of, like, for example, the root chakra would be security, material needs, money. So we will pull a card for that root chakra that is going to talk about that aspects of our life. Then, of course, the second chakra would be about desires, relationships, and tribe. The solar plexus, third chakra, would be about inner strength, self-esteem, empowerment. And then we move up into the heart. And so we would pull a card that would address love, romantic partnerships, and forgiveness. And onward. So anyways, the throat would be communication, expression, manifestation. Oh, I like that she put manifestation in there because we got that message last night in my live stream on Live Me, that, you know, what we got to watch what we wish for, and what we are talking about, we are literally speaking into existence. So these old stories that don't serve you anymore, you got to knock it off. You got to quit telling them and tell a better story, something that you want to manifest. And then the third eye would be about dreams, clarity, mental patterns. And finally, the crown chakra on the very top of your head is beliefs, wisdom, spiritual connection. So this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do today. And I think what I'm going to do is shuffle the deck and actually pull all the cards right off the bat. So that this isn't like a 3-hour long podcast, because we haven't hung out for a week and I don't want to overwhelm you. And by I don't want to overwhelm you, I mean I don't want to overwhelm myself. And so anyways, thanks for coming back. I know a lot of old podcasts got listened to this past week. Thank you for all that and checking in. And okay, here we go. My eyes are closed. Like my spirit's like, Sadie, I'm ready for you to shuffle cards and pick them. Be quiet. Okay, so I'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and my higher self will bring in a card for each of the 7 chakras, and then we'll dive into them and see what we got, if anything. So here's for number 1. Number 1, root chakra. Number 1, root chakra. This is a card for our root chakra. Okay, I'm going to pull off the top for all of them. Our second chakra, our sacral chakra. I have to pull off the bottom. I just said that, and then my finger, like I have an agreement when my hands snag on a card in a certain way, I know I have to go off the bottom. So now we're going to go try. I guess these cards are going to come out any freaking way they want. Now we're going for the third one, solar plexus. Solar plexus. Number 3. Then we'll do heart chakra. Number 4, heart chakra. Off the bottom. So we went top, bottom, top, bottom. Wow. I don't even know why I try to make rules in my life, because as soon as I make a rule, I'm just like, let's break it. Okay, throat chakra. Here we go. How's your communication going in your life? Are you speaking your truth? Throat chakra. I'm trying to line these up just like the picture in the book. And now we have third eye. Third eye. Let us get something to go with the third eye. We're popping up the middle. And finally, crown chakra. All our beliefs, our spiritual connection, our wisdom, our crown chakra. Let's get a card. All this shuffling, huh? Crown chakra. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Open up, open up, open up. All right, that's enough. There's our card, right? So anyways, ready to do this? All right, so let's just dive into it. We've got a good looking layout here, 7 cards in front of us. We've got our 7 chakras. Isn't that great intentions, to use the law of sex to align your chakras? Find a friend, find a real good friend, and see if you can be on the same page. See if you can connect in a way that is the higher expression of the law of sex. All right, so that's our theme today. I don't know if we want to keep on going with it, but let's see. So our first card is about the root chakra. She has security, material needs, and money. So what's going on right now with our security, our material needs, money, these things that are associated with the root chakra. So we got birch, and we got, which is that really cool card with like the hermit that's going over that bridge, and there's like this floating island of birch trees. We've gotten this card before. It's all about support and union. So I think that's good. That's good, because we're talking like about our security in life, what comes through, but birch, be the birch you want to be in the world. I guess that means that like we are feeling pretty good and supported in our life. Hello, we have each other here right now. Like I'm talking to you, you're listening to me, you're sending energy back to me. I'm feeling it, right? Like we are supporting each other on an energetic level. So hopefully you have this type of theme in your life. You're feeling support, you're connected to your family, your friends, your coworkers, random strangers at the grocery store. Like there's a lot of support and union and partnerships, like to just be like, wow, I'm part of this community. Hopefully right now your cupboards are full of food. All your needs are being met. Anything you want, you have. Anything you need, you have. You're not worried about money, right? Everything's kind of good for me in all those areas, I gotta say. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. All right, moving on. We're gonna flip them all over, and then if we want to dive deeper, we can do that. But for those people who need to get back to work, let's just fly through these. Put your earbud in and cover your hair over your ear. No one will know that you're listening to me. Keep me with you. I love listening to podcasts while I clean an office once a week. All right, so second chakra, that is our sacral chakra, our desires, our relationships, our tribe, the essence that we have for our second chakra. Ooh, I love this because like when I think of the sacral chakra, I think of orange, and there's a lot of orange. The red, orange, yellow. like this card is connecting that, the red of the root chakra and the yellow of the solar plexus. It's got the orange. It's Maleluca, which is the real name for tea tree oil. And it's all about protection and adversity. So, you guys, if I'm being honest, in my life, when it comes to desires and relationships, I am, protecting myself a little bit from any type of unnecessary red flag that I see coming at me, keep the snakes out, keep any poisonous spiders out of my life right now. But, so yeah, like this does say adversity. So it's like there might be a little little friction, a little adversity in your relationships, maybe when it comes to desires, like you are supported, but what's going on in your sacral chakra that is just a little bit hesitant or something. There's something there. And it's interesting, like of all the chakras, I would say I understand the second chakra the least. You know what I mean? Like that sacral chakra is like definitely the middle child, like you're like, what's that one about? Like the solar plexus, you kind of understand this about your willpower and your self-esteem, and you get the root chakra pretty good. But like sometimes that sacral chakra, you're like, well, wait, what are you all about? Because you're kind of like it taps into a little bit of the root chakra, with the relationships, but the root chakra really is like more about those basic needs being met. Really, your root chakra is your animalistic shit. And then once we get into actual relationships with people, I think that's our sacral chakra. So protection and adversity with the Meleluca. It's freaking tea tree. That's our card. Okay, solar plexus is next. Moving into the third card, this is about our inner strength, our self-esteem, our empowerment. Ooh, I'm like nervous to flip this one over, but like super excited too. So this is definitely what I'm working on in my life: self-esteem, empowerment, inner strength. Oh, beautiful. It's time. Very, very strong looking, solid man. He's about bravery, but he's also about some resentment. So time, it's going to take some time to really get that inner strength rebuilt, especially if you've been knocking yourself down for a couple decades. If you never had it in your life, it's going to take time. And you got time for that, honey. You got time to rebuild your inner strength. So if you have like maybe some issues where other people have damaged your self-esteem, that resentment is something that we need to release. And that inner strength, bravery coming in, it is a very brave thing to look in the mirror and say, I love you. I am enough. You're beautiful. I love you. Like say these things to yourself. It's a very brave thing to do, to empower yourself. You're always empowering other people, but now it's time to empower yourself. And if you've always given your power away, it's time to take that back. All right, moving into the heart chakra, love, romantic partnerships, and forgiveness. So it's not just all about romantic partnerships. This is love with everybody. This is our forgiveness practice, right? If you're one of those people that says, forgive them, never. You just have to understand how poisonous that is to you. So for our fourth card, our heart chakra, we got grapefruit. She's all about detox and a little bit of dissatisfaction. So if you've got unforgiveness in your life, right, that's interesting because time was saying if you have resentment, then if you have resentment that you're holding in your solar plexus, that's going to lead to some dissatisfaction in your heart center. and your heart chakra. Like, how can you love the world if you have a list of people that you refuse to forgive, that you refuse to love? So let's detox that anger. Let's detox that hatred. Let's detox that resentment. Let's really like clean out our heart centers. So we have pure intentions. We have pure love. We can have a romantic partnership that isn't full of jealousy and, like there's no place for anger in your love relationships, So if you've been unforgiving, if you've been holding hatred towards somebody, you're going to need to detox your energetic, emotional bodies. In your mental space, you're going to need to detox your mental space so that you can clean out your heart space. You don't usually like see it, but it's like if you've been wounded, right? Like think of what a wound does. You got your heart broken, it's like you got that maybe a crusty, pussy infection. Like you need to clean that out. So you don't want to hold heartache. You don't want to hold grief. You don't want to hold on to these things. They're no good for you. So yeah, you don't usually think about cleaning out your heart space like you don't usually think about detoxing your heart chakra, but think about the things that make your heart heavy, that weigh on you. So I would say that's a great message for us to let it go. She's like in an inner tube in a stream with a waterfall holding a margarita. Like she is definitely just really letting it go, enjoying herself. She's with no one else. You know what I mean? She's just hanging out. Of course, who took the picture? I don't know. But she's got to, we've got to detox out the things that we classify as love that are not. So Abraham Hicks always says that like, if you're worrying about someone you love, worry is not love. Worry and love are two completely different vibrations, and worrying is not loving. You're sending bad juju at someone if you're worrying about them. So it's best to just love everybody. So only you know what's in your heart space, and only you know how much really needs to be detoxed. Okay, so our throat chakra is next, our fifth card. It's about communication, expression, and manifestation. And we got Lime. So we got Lime coming in. This is great because like as we move up these chakras, like we're like, okay, our lower three chakras, we had birch, tea tree, and thyme. Very medicinal, dense, kind of woodsy and medicinal and powerful. Okay, so we've done some cleaning work with our lower three chakras. Now we're in our heart chakra and our throat chakra, and we've gone into these citrus oils. Really, really high notes, high vibe and beautiful. So when it comes to communication, expression, and manifestation, Lime is coming in with entertainment. So let's have some fun with what we're talking about, what we're letting come out of our mouths. Let's sing more. Let's just laugh more, right? Let's let the energies spiral and move us and really communicate the fact that we are in delight. We are delighted with our life, with our existence, and every time we open our mouth, what comes out of it is beautiful. So when we speak beautiful things, what we speak, we manifest, and voila, you are manifesting wonderful, delightful, beautiful, and entertaining things, right? Like you're enjoying your life. Yeah. And other people are also enjoying you too. Okay, let's go into the third eye chakra. Our dreams, our clarity, our mental patterns. Nice. Beautiful. We have lavender with expression and release. So I love this card. I feel like this is Monica. This is a drawing of the lady who created this deck. This is definitely her on this card. And she has a beautiful headdress crown with a gemstone, with gems doot on her third eye. So perfect. She has her arms up over her head, like kind of crisscrossed at the wrist, but her hands are open, receiving energy. So with our dreams, with our mental patterns, let's release anything that's not serving us. Okay? In our dream space, in our dreamscape, that is a good time for us to notice what we're dreaming about at night, because a lot of times we're too busy, or we don't want to think about things during the day. Well, when we go to sleep, that's an opportunity for us to receive a message or just be notified of something that we need to work on. So release what's no longer serving you, and allow your dreams and your visions to just allow everything to express themselves, right? Like if you're getting a daydream or a vision or an idea, let it play out in your third eye. Let it play out in that space where you can see it clearly, right? But I love the fact that like this is talking about mental patterns, and lavender has a message of release. All right, our final card for the crown chakra, which is all about our beliefs, wisdom, and spiritual connection, is clove. Wow, very interesting, because this is like such like a root sacral chakra feeling card to me. But it's coming in for our crown chakra, which is determination and empowerment. Determination and empowerment. So I would say that says, you know, this is our spiritual connection. Don't quit now. Oh my gosh, you guys, we got this message too last night in a different form, but it was basically the same idea. Don't quit now. Don't stop your spiritual practices. Keep investing in the understandings that you receive from contemplation and meditation and walking a path of truth. Keep on your practice of forgiveness, right? Keep on this spiritual quest, this connection to spirit. Maintain your determination to make it a priority in your everyday life, right? Spirit is what's going to empower you in these physical vessels, in this body of yours. Spirit is what enlivens you, and that connection to spirit is what your heart and soul truly wish for, truly want to connect with. So clove is here with our beliefs and our wisdom. Use your wisdom to empower yourself. For real. So anyways, these are some really great cards coming in for the chakra blend. So I would say what we can do for the second half of this podcast is read the affirmations, because, you know, what we think about is what we manifest. What we talk about is what we manifest. And I know it's silly to be like saying affirmations when you never really did that before, like, I am worthy. Who walks around talking like that? You don't hear it on the streets, you know? But it's something that you and I can do together, and we'll have 7 affirmations from these 7 beautiful cards. So if you ain't in a hurry, pour that second cup of tea and hang out with Herbal Marie. How could I not go rhymey with that one? So yeah, none of these cards really surprised me. Like, you know, these were good. I like the way this played out. It's also a good reminder for me personally that like a couple months ago, I think it's been a couple months now, I said I was going to do some chakra videos on my YouTube channel. So I should maybe think about still doing that on some level, because I like to understand the chakras. At first, when I first heard about chakras a couple years ago or whatever, I was like, what? All right. Like, I didn't really buy into them. I was like, okay, so there's these like invisible energy centers in our body. Okay, fine, whatever. Like, I was like, it don't matter to me. Like, it didn't really apply to me. I didn't like disbelieve it, because like I know that everything's energy, and like I was already into reflexology and meridians, and I thought, fine, like, well, of course, there's probably a column within us too. There's probably energy centers all throughout our body. But I wasn't like really into it, you know, like go to yoga class, they talk about chakras. I'm just like, whatever, like, let's just stretch. But then in my spiritual awakening, the chakras totally came up all the time. My friend Gracie was like, oh, I think you'd really like to do a chakra class. Like, people would bring it up to me. And anyways, over time, I just learned more and more about them. They were relentless in their harassment to me to connect with them. I started to understand how they actually worked. Personally, I had experiences where I was like, oh my God, revelation. Like, I totally can see how like my root chakra would have that kind of blockage. And like, I just really got into a personal experience that was real. And then once I started live streaming a lot, I felt like I had to do a lot of work with my throat chakra to be able to provide that entertainment and be able to speak my truth and learn how to let it flow out of me without my throat clamming up from years and years of indoctrination that always tells us to shut up and be quiet and do as you're told. You know, so like in life, you're not allowed to be a motor mouth. So I really did like a lot of throat chakra to be able to allow myself to be that. And yeah, like it's just really cool how my relationship with chakras has evolved. So I don't want to do a series on my YouTube channel as like the ultimate expert. You know, I want to do it so like it's a good review for me, and I can kind of look to all my oracle decks to see what wisdom they impart. Like I have all the cards to like ready to do these videos. I just have to like, you know, brush my hair and do them. And then anyways, so let's do these affirmations. Did I tell you it was snowing today? It is so white outside. And I live by a white church, and the sun just started shining between the white snow and the white church. It is bright. Like this, it's kicking. It's kicking up in here. So our first card that we got was Birch. That was with our root chakra, with our security, material needs, and money. And yeah, so our affirmation with Birch is I support others, and in turn, life supports me in wondrous ways. So I support others, and in turn, life supports me in wonderful ways. So if you're feeling like you're solid in your root chakra, your material needs are met, you got enough money, enough security, now it's like our turn now to offer support outward as much as you can, or, you know, to someone specific or even general going into the holiday season. A lot of people are definitely not feeling any type of security or support or union within their material realm, within their money realm. You know, and that's like a good reminder for all of us. Like, do you really need to spend all your money that you've saved up on Christmas? Like, do you really need to start the new year out flat ass broke? Like, maybe just reel it in a little bit, you know? Reel it in. So be the Birch you want to see in the world. Be more flexible and bendable with your ideas. If you're feeling rigidity in that root chakra and that lower back pelvis area, let's see like how much, like if you've been holding on tight to your money like crazy, like loosen up a little bit and just see if that area in your body will also loosen up a little bit. So I support others, and in turn, life supports me in wondrous ways. So we're just going to go through the affirmations, and then we're going to get on with our day. Our sacral chakra, the one that I admitted to understanding the least, the sacral chakra is all about our desires and relationship and tribe. And then here we have a tribal man. He is a dark-skinned Aboriginal man, and he's about protection and adversity when it comes to our desires and relationships and our tribe. So his affirmation is, I release things that no longer serve me easily and effortlessly. So if we've had some adversity in our relationships within our tribe, or even just some adversity within our own desires of what we think that we want, Let's say to ourselves, I release things that no longer serve me easily and effortlessly. I release things that no longer serve me easily and effortlessly. So if we need an aura cleanse, if we need a chakra alignment, a detox within our energy systems, our energy centers, I guess, we can call on the energy of tea tree oil. Even if you just smell a little bit, it like opens you up, right? Or maybe we'll just put a dab of this, just one little dab. And if you have sensitive skin, dilute, where our sacral chakra is, saying, I release things that no longer serve me easily and effortlessly. So if we've had negativity within our relationships, within our tribes, let's let that go, because negativity doesn't serve us anymore. We want to clear our aura. We want to clear the energy within us and around us. So let's clean that out. If you feel like maybe you've had an entity attachment, let's call on tea tree oil in our sacral chakra to clear that out. If you feel like you need protection from negative relationships and toxic people, let's call on that protection right now, to honor our boundaries and to not let anyone negative or poisonous cross those boundaries at this time. It's okay to protect yourself in that way while you're on this spiritual journey doing your healing work. I release things that no longer serve me easily and effortlessly. So as we move up into the third chakra, the solar plexus, we have that brave man coming in with time. So it is going to take time for us to rebuild ourselves, for us to feel that self-love and that self-worth, and that inner strength. Yeah, that empowerment, that self-esteem. So time comes in with bravery. And he's also saying that, what could be holding you back from feeling empowered is resentment. Resentment to yourself and others, resentment to the world in general. So as Tea Tree said, let's let it go. Let's release it. It's no longer serving us. Time is also saying, and you can repeat the affirmation with me, I choose to quickly forgive all wrongs and hurts and to move forward beyond the pain and into a world filled with positive possibilities. So that's pretty cool. We just released negativities. Now we're finishing the releasing, okay? And we're moving into positive possibilities, which is perfect. So I choose to quickly forgive all wrongs and hurts and to move forward beyond the pain and into a world filled with positive possibilities. I choose to quickly forgive all wrongs and hurts. I forgive everyone for everything. And I choose to move forward beyond the pain and into a world filled with positive possibilities. So as we move up into our self-esteem, into our self-empowerment, we're getting ready to go into our chakra, our heart chakra. And we don't want to take any more pain in there. We don't want to take any more resentment or hurts. Hurts. The way I said that, it sounded like I was hurting, but I just really need a drink of tea. You can't hurt me. But I sure as hell can hurt myself with negative beliefs. So let's let all that kind of stuff go. Let's let it go. As William Perky said, you've got to dance like there's nobody watching. You got to love like you'll never be hurt. You got to sing like there's nobody listening. And you got to live like it is heaven on earth. So it really is time now to be in your fullest expression. Be yourself, and just, quit thinking about what anybody else thinks about you, and just let it out. Just let it out. So let's talk about grapefruit in that heart chakra. Let's see what her affirmation is, because I know a lot of people this week, my mom's friend Linda, her daughter's birthday is this Friday, and her daughter committed suicide. And I know, how do you heal a heart after that? I don't know. But I know that, if Linda wants to enjoy her life from this point on, she's got to release as much as she can. So anyways, that's the type of detox that we're talking about for some of our heart spaces. People who have lost people in tragic ways. My friend Sally, lost her granddaughter in a tragic car accident. Like, how do you heal that? And I don't even like to say lost, you guys. Like, there is no death. They're still here with us, but from our perspective, they're not, But like once you tap into their energy, you can feel them. Once you tap into it, you can. So I have other people in my life that I see are heartbroken from an ending of a relationship. You know that my husband and I are separated. Every time I see him, he's crying. He's heartbroken. Of course, I have thoughts about that. He says he misses me, and in my head I think, no, you just miss emotionally manipulating and abusing me, But anyways, needless to say, people are hurting in their hearts, and we've got to let that go. And if, like me even, okay, like I just said that about him, so that to me says I've got some resentment in me, I got to forgive him for what he did to me. I do. I have to, because I don't want to hold that inside of me. So even if it's just a tiny little bit, like a little bit of resentment, or up into like these huge heartaches, grief, sorrow, just completely smashed hearts, we all have got some detoxing, some healing to do, right? So grapefruit says, I am fully alive and present at all times. I am fully alive and present at all times. So even if it is sorrow and pain, let's just feel it today. I am fully alive and present at all times. Be present in whatever is going on within your heart center. Because if you just keep on trying to be like making yourself feel better without actually feeling that grief and that pain and that sorrow and that heartache, it's going to go on unaddressed, and it's not going to get the recognition that it needs to transcend and heal. So part of releasing any dissatisfaction that you have in your heart chakra, part of detoxing it is feeling it. It's feeling your feelings. It's being honest and present and fully in the now moment of where you are in your heart space. So of course, where we want to get is to a place of where our heart is singing with joy and connection and love and union with everybody. But you've got to be where you are. You got to be where you be. So we can utilize essences like grapefruit to help us get into a better feeling place. But, don't underestimate the power of being fully alive and present at all times, even if it hurts. So I am fully alive and present at all times. I am fully alive and present at all times. Okay, are you with me? We got 3 more. We got throat, third eye, and crown. So throat chakra was that Rasta man coming in with a toucan on his arm, and he's where I was at the last week. He's in my tropical vacation right now with a bowl full of limes, and he's just having a good time. He's about entertainment and delight. So are we delighting ourselves with the words that we are speaking? Are we entertaining to people? Like, are we speaking truth, right? Are we keeping it happy? So that's our throat. That was what we pulled for the throat chakra. Our communication, expression, and manifestation. Are you manifesting delightful things in your life because you're speaking delightful things into your life? Spells come out of your mouth every time you open it. So be very mindful of what you're talking about. Shout out to my bestie, Osceola the Oracle. He's going to love this affirmation. Today is going to be a really, really good day. Today is going to be a really, really good day. Today is a good day. Today is going to be a really, really good day. If you're not starting your every morning off like that, let's give it a go now. Let's try it. If you're getting up and like, this day gonna suck. And bam, guess what? It does. Well, you did it. That's what you told the day. You told the day to suck. You told it. So now you're going to start telling the day to be a little different. You're going to tell the day to be a really, really good day. Today is going to be a really, really good day. Today is going to be a really, really good day. When you have a positive attitude, when you talk positively, when you look at the cup half full, not half empty, there's always going to be something positive in every experience for you. Even if it's a challenge, you're going to recognize something positive, right? There was a little message of adversity coming in with tea tree, with that second chakra, right? It is, you can be full of gratitude and love even through adversity, okay? You can take these positive perspectives. You can be the one talking up the beneficial aspects, even if you are within a challenging moment. Is that what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So anyways, use your words wisely. Be happy. Talk yourself into being happy. Fake it till you make it. Your brain only does what you command it to. So if you get up and say, today's going to be a really great day. I feel like I'm going to be so happy today. I am happy. I'm going to be happy all day. I'm going to be positive all day. Today's going to be a really, really good day. I am really having fun. I feel so delightful today. I love to smile. I love to be happy. I love to enjoy myself. Your brain takes that as a computer would take a command. And it says, oh, okay, we're happy, we're smiling, we're looking for positive things within every situation. And then it's just like, it knows what it's supposed to do. You just programmed yourself for your day. Now, if you do the opposite of that, obviously, that's what you program yourself to do. So what kind of day do you want to have? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to express? What do you want to communicate? It's really time to put on your positive pants and get going with it. Okay? So do it right now. Today is going to be a really, really good day. So as we move up into the third eye with the dreams, the clarity, the mental patterns, we have lavender. I usually start off my day with some lavender on my armpits. It really is. It's a great way to start your day off and say, I am at peace with my world and myself, and I am a little bit less stinky. I am at peace with my world and myself. I am at peace with my world and myself. So lavender wants us to express our true feelings when it comes to our dreams, and allow ourselves to align our heart and our mind. So this third eye chakra, let's align it with our heart space. Let's move forward in alignment with our heart and our mind working together for the benefit of being positive and happy and delightful. So what can you talk about? Let's just take a little step back into that throat chakra. Talk about your projects and your heartfelt wishes, right? Talk about what you want to do. Let go of the old stories. Release the negative patterns. Let's talk about your dreams. Let's talk about your ideas. Let's talk about your intentions. Let's talk about your affirmations. I am at peace with my world and myself. But yeah, I mean, don't delay your life any longer. Like, yeah, I pushed pause on my life in some aspect, but I didn't push pause on being at peace and content and doing my spiritual work and working on myself. I never am going to push pause on that stuff again. So start living your life now. Okay, start living the life that you want. Only you know if you're dissatisfied or if you're content. If you're dissatisfied with any aspect of your life, let's release what's no longer serve you, and let's start to express ourselves as we are by doing what we love to do, by doing what makes us happy. So yeah, Lavender wants us to be easygoing and calm and to have an honest expression of the heart. So it's also a very nurturing, very, very nurturing. It says this essence is connected with the throat and third eye chakra, assuming that what is in your mind needs to be put into words to be able to materialize. So interesting that it came in exactly like this. So start to manifest your dreams by talking about them out loud. I am at peace with my world and myself. So that brings us to our final chakra, the crown chakra. Although, just so you know, there are more chakras than these 7, but these are the main 7 that get attention, that are in your body, that are in a column of light going down your spine for the most part. The crown chakra is at the top of your head. Sometimes you might feel it tingly or tickly or itchy. Like it's like saying, open up to me, open up to the spiritual wisdom being downloaded to you. So we've got clove coming in with determination and empowerment. Stay determined on your spiritual path. Stay open. Stay true to yourself. Your spiritual self, connecting with that is what's going to empower you. The affirmation for clove is, I am assertive and I am confident. I am assertive and I am confident. So treat everything with care and discretion. You can use your spiritual wisdom, like even going back to that second chakra, we got a little message of protection from maybe people that aren't in our highest good right now. Use your wisdom to kind of know who you can trust. Okay, just know that you're in control of your life. You have this under control. And the more you connect with your spiritual self, the more wisdom will be downloaded into you. And you're going to be able to make really good decisions in your life and be guided. Okay, your beliefs will probably change drastically as you continue on your spiritual journey. But, on your spiritual journey, it's okay to say no. It's November. Clove assists people who have given their power away. It enhances the courage to say no, helping you to break free from limiting patterns. So on your spiritual journey, if you've always given that power away, it's time to take it back, okay? And if people are imposing their beliefs on you, it's okay to say no, whether out loud or just don't let it in. But maintain your connection to spirit in the way that is true to you, right? You are a spiritual warrior. You are on a spiritual path. So be determined to stay on it. You can be calm, right? You can be confident, but stay on your path. Woo! So thanks for coming back, hanging out. Many thanks to Birch, to Tea Tree, to Thyme, to Grapefruit and Lime, and so much love and light to Lavender and Clove. Lavender and Clove together. That might actually smell really good. I could try that out today. So anyways, all these beautiful essences are reminding us on so many levels. Actually today, 7 in particular with this chakra spread, to do our healing work, to protect ourselves if needed, to release the negativity, to invite the light in, to manifest the positivity, to speak words and experiences and manifestations into existence, and to love ourselves and love others. And you know what? It's okay if you need to detox. It's okay if you need to heal. It's okay if you need to use a little clove essential oil to numb up. It's okay if you need to use a little tea tree energy to clear out any negativities in your life. It's a process, but bottom line, don't give up. Be determined to stay on your spiritual path. Be determined to express yourself as a lighted being, your soul's expression. And aligning our chakras is a beautiful way to do that. It's absolutely necessary. It's not just a beautiful way, we're getting to the point where it's absolutely necessary now to recognize ourselves as energy, as love, as light, and to do our energetic work. So anyways, on that note, thank you so very much. We talked about the law of sex today, and let's take that into the higher expressions as well. So thanks again. I'm back, and I'll see you again tomorrow.